What's up, guys? So today I'm going to teach you guys how to attach a particle onto your hand, your head, your wrist, your hips, whatever part of the body you want to. Um, Now, if you've done this before and you just attach the particle system to that specific part of your body directly by, you know, actually placing it into your wrist right here, you've probably seen that it flies off or it appears somewhere else or it just doesn't work. And that's because you can't do that in VRCHAT. I don't know why, but the workaround that is like this. So by default, go ahead and create a new game object within the root of your avatar. Call it whatever, but never turn this off. At least from my experience, I never turn this off. If I want the particle system to spawn on my hand, I enable the particle system itself. I never disable the game object. So we're just going to call this particle for hand. So once you have your game object, go ahead and go over to the right where it says add component and add a fixed joint. All right. Set the settings for angular drag to 0, uncheck use gravity, and we will work on the fixed joint in just a second. Once you have your empty game object, go ahead and find your wrist in the hierarchy. It can be any wrist, obviously. So I'm going to use my right wrist. Go ahead and highlight your right wrist. Go back over to add component and type in rigid body. Go ahead and add that and set up the settings the same way. So angular drag to 0, uncheck gravity. The only difference is this little constraints. Go ahead and check all of the boxes. This will make sure that the particle system stays in the position and the rotation that you place it on your hand. So now that you got a rigid body on your wrist as well as the empty game object on your root, go ahead and highlight your empty game object, find your fixed joint, and drag your wrist into the connected body portion of it. Once it's there, anything you place into your newly created game object will follow your wrist or whatever connected body you have there. So if you were to, for instance, go to your head and add a rigid body like we did our wrist, and then drag your head into the connected body for the fixed joint, the particles or the whatever you have in this game object would follow your head. So I'm going to go ahead and create a cool little particle effect. I'll probably add a rose or something in my hand just to demonstrate how this can work. So yeah, we'll see you in just a second. Alright, so I have my particle effects here. I have one that shoots out these little bubbles, these little glow things, and another one that just has the end of the rose glowing. Or kind of glowing. I don't know. I really didn't work hard on it. So I will show you what this may look like in-game. But yeah, this is basically it. All you have to really do now is enable and disable them with a gesture and an animation, which you can find more information on that in my other video to create a gesture as well as keyframing in my video for music. I'll have both of those linked in the description as well. So yeah, let's see what this looks like in-game with everything working.
All right, so we are in VRCHAT, and here's the avatar that I put it on. So if all went right, I should be able to pull out my rose, and the particles do follow, as you can see. And yes, those other particles that I said would happen aren't happening right now because I put them on another gesture. So I have to pull this out first, and then do the other gesture, and I get to shoot them. But yes, for the most part, they do follow your wrist. They are completely following my hand, and it's that simple to set it up. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. So, enjoy. I hope you guys make some cool shit. And yeah, visit my world and visit my Discord. Have a good day, guys. One more thing before I go. As you can see, whenever I do move it around, it does do that little jitter thing, or it doesn't stay there. That's gonna happen. Don't know how to fix it for rigid body or fixed joints. So if any of you know how to fix that, please let me know in the comments or contact me on Discord or something like that. I do know that there are scripts like the VRCHAT follower script that you can place right onto your wrist and it'll follow your wrist. But when I use that, it doesn't work that well. My particles go all over the place. Or you could probably use Final IK, but I don't know how to use Final IK in that sense. So yeah, I don't know. But if you guys know a better way to make particles follow your wrist or whatever without this little jitter thing, please let me know. Anyways, have a good day.